Hi to all you awakening beings listening. Welcome back to my channel. I have been receiving quite a bit of downloads lately on the dual energies of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I believe a lot of spiritual people are too, period. So there may be some redundancy in this message if you are attuned, but I gotta say, for me, there's nothing more validating than hearing another spiritual person receive the same download as I. And maybe you'll resonate if you're deep on your spiritual journey as well. But when I receive a message, especially when, they first started coming to me, I would be like, what? Jules, please. Like, who do you think you are, right? Some kind of prophet. So even though, I would write them down, I wouldn't share them. And this was before I started this more spiritual YouTube channel. But yeah, I would just get these messages on growth and healing and insights for other people and think, that's ridiculous. Like, only mystics and, monks and, real like mediums and stuff, like real philosophers too, like they receive gospel. Okay, Jules, not you. You're definitely not one of those people, right? But it wasn't until I had my first download kind of confirmed in a way that I started to believe that, oh my God, these messages are really real. And somehow I am blessed enough, I'm blessed with the power of receiving them. And it was a message about the pandemic back in the back in 2020, in like early March. I talked about it in one of my other videos about, not feeling like I was divine enough to share stuff like that. But yeah, I received this message. And then like a week later or something like that, I don't really remember exactly, how long it had been. But I saw a message from Esther and Abraham Hicks, who also had the same message, for the masses, their huge following, right? And I was like, whoa, oh my God, my message was real. It was such a validating moment for me. And let me know in the comments if any of you relate to this, but I really feel validated when I hear another spiritual person receiving a similar or the same message as me. And sometimes it's so similar that it's almost like the same exact message and the same wording almost. And it's just like crazy to me. It always blows my mind, because either I would have written it down before they even or posted it or said it or whatever, or they posted it like years ago or said it years ago, or it's like old post or whatever, but I never saw it and the message came to me and then I saw it after, right? So let me know if you resonate at all with any of this crazy stuff. I mean, it took me months, after that first confirmation to finally start sharing the messages, but that was really the first experience of confirmation I received, that, I was receiving divine guidance and divine gospel, if you will. And since then, I see it so often. Like I said, like I'll receive the same message as some of my favorite, light beings on their journey. And I'm like, yes. Now I'm like, yes, the universe is talking to us. And it's really like so beautiful and so, so special to me. It's so special to me. So, darlings, if you are hearing this message not for the first time, know that it is confirmation of you being in alignment with the divine. Yes. All right. So, today I wanted to share some more insight on the dual energies, because per divine guidance, we need to balance these energies on the planet at this time. And to do that, we need to balance them within ourselves individually. Now, I went into depth on the dual energies in a masterclass like 2 years ago, but it seems to be much more dire now, more than ever, for harmony and balance to be restored for us all on our planet. So today we embark on a journey to explore the profound depths of the dual energies that dance within and around us all. Just as the universe thrives on balance, so does our inner cosmos. In the architect of existence, we are woven with two primary energies, the masculine and the feminine. Now, it's essential to understand, I know I say this all the time, like it's essential to understand that these energies transcend gender. They are universal forces. They are ever present, and it's vital for, us to have harmony within these energies for life. Okay, so let's kind of break down what each individual energy represents. I know I talked a lot about the feminine energy in my last video, but this one is going to be more about both energies, so we have a full understanding of how to balance them. So let's start with differentiating between masculine and feminine energies. Okay, so whether you believe it or not, we are made of two parts. And honestly, if you're on my channel, you're likely, a spiritual person, so you understand this. But if you're not and you're stumbling upon this video, in the YouTube, rabbit hole down somewhere, you may not believe it. But yeah, whether you believe it or not, we are made of two parts. We have our physical body, and then we have our non-physical part of us, the soul, the energetic self, or the metaphysical self, however you want to express it. Now, to live optimally, we should operate using both parts of us, right? And once upon a time we did. I mean, even the animals still do it, right? However, with our evolution of the physical aspects, many of us have completely disconnected from the soul, and we only operate from the physical aspect. We completely neglect our energetic side, our soul, or our light body. That means that a lot of us walking the planet are only operating with 50% of our being. 50%, that's it. And therefore, they're only living up to 50% of their potential. And that's if they even reach, their highest potential within that consciousness, right? So first, we've got this initial grave imbalance with not even living with both sides of us, like the physical and the spiritual. But then within our spiritual, we have two energies that live within that, right? The masculine and the feminine in all of us, men and women. We all have masculine and feminine within our energy body, think yin and yang. There are dual parts of a whole of our spirit. It's not like we can live with one and without the other, even though a lot of us try. We need both. Nature does have women leading more from the feminine energy and men operating mostly from the masculine energy. The feminine energy is soft, yes, but it is anything but weak, okay? It's the being energy. It's the creator energy, hence why it is women who give birth. Think of it like the water in an ocean. It's fluid, it's nurturing, it's ever-changing. It embodies intuition, creativity, and emotional depth. The masculine energy is the doing energy, the structure. Think of it like the walls holding, up the water in the ocean, like the land, right? Or the mountains. Solid, protective, and assertive. It carries the qualities of logic, strength, and action. One cannot exist without the other. Without the ocean, the wall is just some stale rock, right? And without the structure of the walls, what would an ocean be? Right? Both energies are integral. Just like the ocean needs the stability of the walls around it to flow, our intuitive and emotional realms require the grounding and direction that the masculine energy within us provides. Okay, so now let's talk about the importance of balance within these two energies, because it's all about balance. That's the point of duality. It's all about balance. Nature loves balance. The fabric of nature is change and balance. We don't only inhale, we also have to exhale, right? We can't live doing just one, right? We don't only have darkness, we also have light. Masculine and feminine energies are not exempt from this toggle. No matter how much the human race evolves and strays away from its natural ways, we cannot ignore that necessary balance that life and nature require. Hell, ignoring it for so long is why we're in a lot of disharmony and discord, because imbalance leads to chaos. I mean, an excess of the masculine results in aggression, rigidity, and wars. Hello, welcome to the 21st century. While an overpowering of the feminine energy can lead to indecisiveness and emotional overwhelm. However, when these energies within us are in balance, we experience inner harmony, clarity, and purpose. The feminine intuition guides us, while the masculine drive propels us forward. Okay, so now let's talk about embracing the dance of these energies. Let's talk about how to cultivate that balance. Like all other healing paths, to cultivate the balance, it begins with awareness. We individually have to start recognizing when one energy dominates and uncover the trauma and wounds that cause the suppression of the counterpart of the other energy. So if you're born in a woman's body and you find yourself more comfortable in operating mostly from your masculine energy, it's really important to uncover what causes you to suppress your feminine energy so that you can learn to harmonize it with the masculine, right? Same thing if you're a man dominantly operating from your feminine energy. You want to kind of, go within or get help figuring out why it is you're suppressing your innate masculine energy. Now, if you're on the other end of the spectrum, a man overcharged with the masculine energy or a woman overly feminine, you also have to explore the reason you are suppressing the counter energy. Okay? So it's not about discrediting how you feel, what energy you feel comfortable in. It's about making sure that you are discerning the energies you're choosing to move with, to live in consciously, not due to trauma, not due to wounds, not due to blocks, not due to, past life things. Like, you just want to make sure that you are living authentically and not because there's some subconscious things that happen that cause you to suppress one over the other, if that makes sense. I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, so let's talk about some of the tools that'll help you to do this. Meditation and mindfulness practices are powerful, powerful, powerful tools, and ones that helped me personally on my journey in releasing a lot of my trauma and intimacy blocks, that were stuck in my physical body, right? Because trauma doesn't just get stuck in our emotional body, in our subconscious. It's also physical. It's stuck in our physical body. The quantum body meditation here on my channel and yoga were integral for me in a lot of my healing. So check it out. Also checking in with a Reiki healer on any blind spots was very, very helpful for me, because sometimes they're not even traumas that we experienced in this lifetime. So I suggest seeking a somatic experiencing therapist, or just like somatic breathing, somatic breath work to help you expel these blocks and subconscious fears from the body that may be causing the disharmony within you. These practices allow us to connect with our bodies and our inner selves so we can discern our energy flow and, make conscious decisions, as I mentioned before. Additionally, you want to make an effort to embrace both energies in your daily life. And this is something you can start right away, right? When you become aware that you are taking an action not in harmony, you can ask yourself a couple of questions like, how can I honor both my feminine and masculine energy in this moment? How can I engage my creativity, nurture my relationships, and also take assertive action that is aligned with my goal or my purpose? How can my masculine energy support me to take better care of myself? This one is especially important for women who are overly feminine. Okay. And then for men who are overly masculine, you can maybe, self-reflect and ask something like, how can my feminine energy help me connect more with, I don't know, this new client, this woman, these people? Like, how can my feminine energy help me make better connections? How can my feminine energy help me nurture my client relationships better, my family relationships better, my relationship with my colleagues better? Right? Once you make the conscious choice to become aware of the disharmony moment to moment, you'll find that you've been missing out on some real freaking power. Okay? You will be more, you will do more, and you will achieve more, because a body and soul in coherence becomes unstoppable. All right. So, my loves, as we navigate this magnificent journey, although it's not easy at times, called life, let's remember this intricate dance of energies within us. All right. Embrace the fluidity of the ocean and the strength of the land. Seek balance, cherish harmony, and let your inner light shine brightly. Thank you all for joining me today and listening. May you all walk your path with grace, awareness, and love. Stay aligned and be the beacon of balance and harmonious energies on the planet. Cheers.